The Trojan Gold. The fires of Troy burned crimson against the night sky, the screams of dying men mixing with the clang of bronze swords. From his palace balcony, King Priam watched his city fall, his gnarled fingers gripping the marble railing. The gods had promised him an empire if he were to find the vast Anunnaki gold that had gone missing. Wealth beyond measure, power to shake the world. Yet now, as the Greek invaders poured through the broken gates, he wondered if he had made a bargain with devils instead of deities. 10 years earlier, on a night when the moon hung blood-red over the Aegean, they had come. Priam had been roused from sleep by his guards, who spoke in hushed terror of floating chariots descending upon the royal gardens. When he arrived, he found 3 figures waiting, taller than any man, their skin pale as marble, their eyes glowing like banked embers. They wore robes of shimmering metallic thread, and the air around them hummed with a strange energy. "We are the Watchers of old," the tallest one said, his voice echoing as if spoken from the bottom of a well. "The ones your ancestors called the Anunnaki." Priam fell to his knees. These were no mere gods, these were the beings whispered of in the oldest temple carvings, the ones who had shaped man from clay in the dawn times. "We seek what was lost," the Anunnaki continued. "The gold of our ancestors, buried beneath these lands. Help us reclaim it, and we shall make Troy the jewel of the world." The terms were simple. The Anunnaki would provide Troy with knowledge, architecture to build impregnable walls, metallurgy to forge weapons no Greek blade could shatter, even whispers of strategy to outmaneuver their enemies. In return, Priam's people would excavate the ruins of an ancient Anunnaki outpost buried beneath Mount Ida, where the last remnants of their celestial gold lay hidden. At first, the bargain seemed blessed. Troy flourished like never before. Its walls rose higher, its warriors grew stronger, and its coffers overflowed. The Greeks, watching from across the sea, seethed with envy. Agamemnon, High King of Mycenae, sent spies to learn Troy's secrets, but none returned. But the Anunnaki were not patient masters. As the years passed and the gold excavations slowed, their gifts became demands. Strange illnesses began plaguing the workers in the mines. Men spoke of the wasting, where their skin turned gray and their bones grew brittle. Priam's own son, Hector, warned him, "Father, these gods do not love us. They use us." Yet when Priam dared to question the Anunnaki, their response was cold. "You owe us your empire, mortal. Would you see it turn to dust?" Then came the final insult. The Anunnaki demanded a sacrifice, not of cattle or wine, but of Trojan nobles. "The blood of kings holds power," they claimed. Priam refused. That night, the sky burned with unnatural fire, and the Anunnaki vanished, but not before whispering in Agamemnon's ear. The Greeks came not for Helen, that was merely the excuse. They came because the Anunnaki had promised them the same bargain: destroy Troy, and its gold shall be yours. For 10 years, the siege raged. The Trojans fought with unnatural strength, their swords never dulling, their arrows flying truer than any mortal shot. But the Greeks had their own cursed gifts. Achilles, invulnerable save for his heel, was no mere man, his blood carried the taint of Anunnaki experiments. When the wooden horse appeared at the gates, Priam knew it was no Greek trick. It was theirs. The horse's eyes glowed faintly in the dark, its wooden flanks humming with a sound no earthly timber could make. The priests warned against bringing it inside, but the people, desperate for any sign of divine favor, demanded it. That night, as Troy slept, the horse opened. Not to release Greek soldiers, but something far worse. The creatures that slithered from the horse's belly were neither man nor machine. They moved like liquid shadow, their forms shifting between flesh and metal. Where they passed, fire erupted without kindling. Men died screaming, their bodies dissolving into blackened husks. Hector fought valiantly, his Anunnaki forged blade cutting down dozens of Greeks, until a spear, guided by no human hand, took him through the throat. Priam, kneeling before the altar of Zeus, felt the air grow cold before the tallest Anunnaki reappeared. "You broke our pact," it said. Priam spat at its feet. "You were never gods. Just thieves." The being tilted its head, almost amused. "And you were never a king. Just a tool." As the blade fell, Priam's last sight was of his burning city, and the Anunnaki ships rising into the storm-racked sky, their holds filled with Trojan gold. Some say the Anunnaki never left Earth. That they still walk among us, waiting for the next empire foolish enough to bargain with them. And if you listen closely on quiet nights, near the ruins of fallen cities, you might hear the whisper of a promise: "Bring us the gold, and we will make you kings."